I want to say thank y'all for joining us on Original Guys Worldwide TV podcast. So in this episode, we're gonna be interviewing the Cincinnati African American Firefighters Association.
My name is CJ Battle. I'm the 8th president of the Cincinnati African American Firefighters Association. We're best known for our acronym, which is CAFA. And our mission is very simple: equitable and fair treatment for our members that extends past the fire service. It also involves the community. And we're proud to take a big part of that.
My name is Jackson Griffin. I am the first vice president of the Cincinnati African American Firefighters Association. We are community based and focused on being involved personally.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I am John Dunn. I am your sergeant at arms for our organization. When President Battle talk about fair and equal treatment, I am the person who enforce that and make sure that's being followed when it comes to our members.
Well, it's a huge thing. Involvement with CAFA, we can act as a liaison between the public and public servants. It's huge for CAFA to be able to deal with members of the community before the emergency happens. CAFA is able to now be with the community. They're able to see familiar faces. So when the worst days, when they have these tragedies or even just basic medical runs, you see a person that looks just like you. It also motivates our youth to say, hey, I can be that person. And that's a huge part of what CAFA is all about.
Actually, I don't have much to say on that. You summed it all up. That is completely what we are focused on. That is our whole mission in a nutshell. That was basically it. I don't even think we need to go any further. That's it.
Okay. So
I am one of the first in my family to have moved kind of through the ranks up into being a firefighter, and pretty soon, time works out right, maybe lieutenant at some point. But looking back from where I came from, seeing the firehouse, never ever thought that this was what I'd end up doing, and I love it. Best job I could ever have in my life. That being said, I'm trying to bring that legacy part into my life. I have a son who's in the process currently right now. I have a baby boy, loves coming to the firehouse. So that's foundational for me. I want to keep this generational kind of wealth that we got going.
For me, I'm a firefighter that wanted to be. So this was a childhood dream for me since I was 5 years old. I'm a first generation. So part of being a part of this organization is to be able to advocate for kids like me that never saw this before them and that never could see this being a part of their future. So for me, being part of this organization is to give back, which is part of our mission statement, being involved with the youth and allowing them to know that even though there was nobody before you, there are people out there that will motivate you and help you and lead the way for you to take the steps necessary to be here.
Big facts.
beautiful.
Knowledge itself is everything. What you don't know, you don't know. What you do know, you can enforce and hold yourself accountable to. And I think that always comes back to what our mission statement is. We want to improve our communities. We want equitable, fair treatment for people on the fire department. We prioritize our members. So we spit that knowledge all the time. Like tonight, we had a Black History Heritage Month movie night. This is our first time CAFA's ever done it. We taking them steps to start to build that, right? Because a lot of children don't have the opportunities to cross people like us unless it is an emergency situation. So we open our doors, and that's what CAFA is all about. We've been around since 1980, right? Our forefathers wrote a beautiful constitution to prepare us for times like this. That all came with knowledge of self, knowledge of what we do for a living, knowledge of how African Americans in the community are going to perceive us, right? We are literally a reflection of our craft, and we take pride with that. The standard is high to be a CAFA member, though. I want to be clear about that for everybody watching this. Our standard is high. We do not accept anybody. We wear our colors with pride. We earn this.
Mhm.
So it was a great question you asked.
Yeah, beautiful. That's beautiful, man. I love to hear your answer. Can
Yes,
you give
yes,
them more
yes.
information about that as well?
Yes, yes. Super
Yeah.
excited for this. We love the collaboration we got with SOAC, beautiful organization. It'll be Thursday night here at our CAFA headquarters, 4017 Reading Road. Just for a landmark, we're right across the street from Bar 29. We will be watching Judas and the Black Messiah. Of course, that is about Fred Hampton and the Black Panther Party and how they were literally gunned down in their sleep. And don't forget, the best indicator of future behavior is previous behavior. And that kind of goes back to your last question. When you know your history and you know what has been done against you, you can take steps to prevent that. And that is in line with what CAFA is all about. African Americans have always been underrepresented on the fire department. So CAFA came to fruition in 1980. Our history spans back that far. We're 46 years old. Now it's our turn to drive this thing into the new millennium, raise up not only the youth in the community by touching them face to face, but also younger firefighters. So please, if you have time, Thursday, 4017 Reading Road, come meet your family. We're
Yeah,
trying to
that's
represent
beautiful.
all 52 neighborhoods of Cincinnati. We would love to have you out. Come vibe with us, free food. You got an opportunity to win some prizes. And even what's most important, you'll be able to see brothers that care more about you than anybody else in the city of Cincinnati.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And
Youth is everything. I think the old adage was children are our future. And that's 100%. I've been singing that song since I was little. And
that's beautiful.
it still remains as powerful as it always been. So we do a lot with the community. You can go and follow us on Facebook, CAFA, Instagram, CAFA. We keep the community updated with everything that we do. We would love the community to come with us, collaborate with us, network with us. And back to our mission statement, we are trying to be involved in the community as much as possible, especially with our youth and the younger people, because they are the future. We won't always be here, so we got to mold them to take over and continue to do what we're trying to do and build upon it.
Right, right.
That's super involved. I would love for the kids to be super involved with that because, of course, these kids are our future. Uh, what we see going on in the political world right now, our youngins see this right now. And they know, most of them know, this is not what life should be like in this political climate. So these younger kids now coming up, they form their own views, and they start getting into council, they can start making the changes that they want to see. So it's super important to have children involved in politics at a young age. That should be a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Can I hop in on this one?
Go ahead, brother.
I would like to give a huge shout out to the Avondale Youth Council. This question that you asked is definitely a reflection of them. For any parent in the city of Cincinnati, the Avondale Youth Council is a group of young teenagers and kids within the Avondale community that are serving the community, not just learning politics and how council works, Robert's rules, how to set initiatives, how to follow through on those type of things. If you're a parent and you need guidance or help, go look at the Avondale Youth Council, Instagram, Facebook. It's insane what they're doing. It's extremely important to be involved, especially with the community councils, just for the simple fact they're a better reflection of the neighborhood versus the whole city of Cincinnati. Price Hill issues are different than Roseline issues. Bond Hill issues are different than Walnut Hills issues. So when you're able to address that on a more smaller platform, it's more intimate. And that's also in line with our slogan. It's at the top of our crest, being involved personally. So when you're involved personally, you're gonna be in those small settings. You're gonna be shaking hands. You're gonna be dapping up, just like I got you today.
Yeah.
Talked to you, met you, book exchange. Now we working together.
Yeah.
So
Beautiful.
when you can
Beautiful.
do that on the community council, it just opens up more opportunities, partnerships, and collaborations. That's what CAFA's all about.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And beautiful. And I want to say thank y'all for this interview with the Cincinnati African Americans Firefighter Association. And yeah, wonderful talking to y'all. And I appreciate the conversation.
Thank y'all. CAFA
Thank
to
you.
the moon.
Peace, peace, peace.